Over 2 years ago, I made a video comparing a bunch of different trim restoration products. Now, I was out prepping my van to get ready for work tomorrow, and I noticed there's a significant difference on certain sections of the trim that was restored on that van. So let's go ahead and hop out there and take a look.
All right, guys, so I was just getting my van ready for work tomorrow and noticed something. And it's been like this. It's just, you know, I see this thing every day, so I haven't really been paying attention. But a long time ago, I did a video testing out a bunch of different trim restoration products. And as you can see, there is a significant difference between whatever that was. I honestly don't remember what it was yet. We'll go back into the footage and look at what it was. But from this to this to this, so looks like there was 3 here, right? I don't know if that's picking up very well for you, but 1, you can see the line there, boom, and then a line there, boom. So that one's looking fantastic. This one, better than this one, but this one's pretty much gone too, but this one up front's looking really, really good. Now, we also did the back arches, and as you can see, there's a huge difference here as well. And I honestly, I don't remember if I put 2 on here or 3, but it looks like there's another line here. So anyways, 1, possibly 2, and then 3. And this one also looks fantastic. So the best ones by far are the back end of the rear fender, as well as the front end of the front fender. So let's go ahead and look at the footage now, guys, and see exactly what it was that went on there, especially that part and that part, because again, it was a long time ago. I honestly don't remember.
All right, guys, now shockingly enough, I actually went back and reviewed the footage that was from that original video that I did. It was actually 3 different videos. 2 of them were the installation and a 3rd one testing it all. The one that I named as first place because it did a great job restoring the area, and then as I was foaming it down, it did a really good job of repelling all the soap and water and all that kind of stuff. It seemed like it had the most kind of ceramic protection in it. Is the one that failed the most now after 2.5 years. So does that mean it's a bad product? Absolutely not, right? It just means that for its lifespan, it did a absolutely phenomenal job. It just didn't last as long as the others. Now, if you're interested in that video series, or at least the final video that I made where it shows all the different products and how they actually look after application, I'll link it up here for you guys so you can go check that out. But basically in that video, the very front, we're gonna start on the front fender, right? Remember seeing that from the video, the front fender. The very first item was Lithium Car Care's Trim Cubes. Fantastic product. I talked about that before in the past. I love those things. They work really, really well. That was that best looking part on that front fender for sure. The second part was Cera Trim, from the last coat, I believe that's what it's called. Yes, Cera Trim from the last coat. Now, during the application of that one, I noted that it didn't want to spread as easily as the other products did. However, it did do a good job. It looked good after you got it applied all properly. And again, the first wash where I did that test, that thing repelled all the water, all the soap, all that kind of stuff. So that's why I like that product so much. Again, it did not last as long as the Lithium Car Care Trim Cubes in the long run though. After that, we go to that 3rd section on that front fender, and that was actually solution finish. So again, I liked the way that looked. It didn't last as long. Now that is the original solution finish. Now, I know that they have a new upgraded version where it's kind of like a 2-part where they have the dye portion of it, or the normal solution finish, and then a protective coating that goes on top of it that's supposed to increase the longevity. I personally have never tested that out. I will be testing that here coming up in the future just because I want to know how well that works. But again, it didn't last as long. I didn't expect it to. It did a good job, but it left the area looking proper still. The area where the Cera Trim has some weird streaking going on. It just looks like it completely is gone now versus the solution finish. Although it's less, it still did absorb into that plastic, it looks like. Now let's go ahead and move on to the rear fender. After reviewing the footage, guys, there was just 2 products on that. The first one was Wipe New, that first section. Then there was a section where I buffed it off a little bit, I guess. And then the 3rd section was CeraKote's Trim Coat. I have to say, between those 2, Wipe New and CeraKote, you know, you both come in a box. They like very similar, where like you can get them at Walmart and all that kind of stuff. In this case though, at least on that vehicle, CeraKote completely outperformed it. It looks much, much better than the other side of that fender. So CeraKote's definitely the win for that back fender. when you compare those two side by side, right, it was the rear section of the back fender and the front section of the front fender that looked the best. CeraKote's trim coat and Lithium Car Care's trim cubes. I can't give a winner here for longevity. They both look really, really good. If they were right next to each other, I might be able to tell, but since they're literally the furthest parts that they could be on the vehicle, I can't tell if one really looks better than the other. They both look fantastic. I'm really, really happy with both of those solutions. So with that, guys, that brings me into a secondary test that we're gonna be doing. We're gonna take the Lithium trim cubes and CeraKote. We'll be doing another coating on another vehicle, trying to figure out, or maybe the same vehicle just on the other side, trying to figure out which one's the best. We'll compare those ones. We'll also try out the new Solution Finish, the two-step one that they have a protective coating on as well. And then we'll also be trying out this stuff here. This is the D3 Renew Protect lineup of trim and even tire restoration products. So they say that you can use this stuff on, let's see here, tires, trim, vinyl, plastic, rubber, bed liners, and covers, motorcycles, boats, patio furniture, RV, golf cart, plane. Very, very universal stuff, it sounds like. They have this one here. They actually advertise it as a once-a-year product, so really good there. Will that be, you know, when we'll compare that against the other stuff, right? Because the Lithium trim cubes and the CeraKote lasted, it's over 2 years now. So those are still looking good. They have black, which actually restores a black color. It's kind of like a dye in there, right? You can see this is all black inside. And then they have a satin and a gloss, but just, I guess these are just protective coatings. Again, anyway, guys, I'm gonna dive into these deeper in another video. I just got these, so I really wanna check them out in more depth before I even talk about them. But stay tuned, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because we will be doing another long-term trim restoration video. Again, Lithium trim cubes, CeraKote's trim coat, this product here, and then also the new Solution Finish, and see which one wins there. But that's it for today's video, guys. I hope that video helps you. I wanted to make this because really I was outside getting my van ready and I was like, man, there's a giant difference between these ones. And I'm actually very, very shocked. I knew the Lithium trim cubes and the CeraKote looked fantastic from the get-go. I gave the win to the Cera Trim because of all the protection that it was giving it, right? It was just beating water like crazy, not letting anything stick to it. Turns out that one doesn't look the best long-term. Again, if you reapply it, I'm sure it's fantastic. The application on that one was the hardest probably of all three, but still, I was standing behind it. I think that is a fantastic product, especially if you want to preserve and you're okay with reapplying after a certain amount of time. How long it actually lasted, I don't know. I didn't pay attention really to my van. I know it lasted a good amount of time, and while it was on there, again, the ability to break apart all of the contamination, just have all that stuff kind of come off of it, was better than the rest. So there you go, guys. I hope that video helps you. Please make sure to like the video, make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and we will see you on the next one.